What is up, YouTube gang? It's your boy FridayRandommedia, and I'm back on this Friday with another video. And today we're actually beginning Season 3 of our Versus Battle series. I'm super excited. You can find Season 1 and 2 on my channel in the playlist section. Should be easy to find. So, as you know, if you've seen the other seasons, we do themes for every season. And this season's theme is going to be live action. And as you can see in the title, today we've got the live action depictions of Eric Lehnsherr, also known as Magneto from the X-Men films, and we've got Anakin Skywalker, also known as Darth Vader from the Star Wars films and shows. And yeah, we're only going with the movies or live action TV series versions, so yeah, no comic versions, nothing like that, no animated versions. We're sticking strictly to the movies and live action shows. If you want to see more of this content and you want to see a battle, comment down below. Otherwise, hit the like button, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. So before I get into the battle, we're going to go into some quick rules. For Magneto, I'm going to be using the Fassbender and Ian McKellen's portrayals, while for Darth Vader, I'm only going to be using Darth Vader, not Anakin Skywalker. Moving on, there's 5 total categories that we're going to go over when it comes to this versus battle. Number 1, strength. Number 2, AP and durability, which is attack power and durability. Number 3, combat speed. Number 4, battle IQ. And number 5, powers, hacks, abilities, and gear. If you don't know what hacks are, it's basically kind of like a cheat code that seemingly makes the fight unfair. So after we review who wins most of these categories, then we'll dive into exactly how I imagine this battle playing out. Then we'll have our winner. Starting with category number 1, strength, beginning with Magneto. Magneto's strength on screen has shown to be impressive time after time again, but the catch is that he only shows it via his magnetic powers. For example, Magneto has lifted and moved a submerged submarine from out of water. Magneto has lifted an entire baseball stadium. Magneto's even lifted and moved the Golden Gate Bridge, so it's safe to say that Magneto's strength is a big deal. Now, onto Darth Vader's strength. Vader's strength is enhanced and amped by his connection with the Force, but still displays physical strength as he can pick up grown men with a single hand effortlessly. Vader used his strength with the Force to force pull a ship from taking off with one hand, which means he clearly could have brought it down if he did it with more urgency and did it with both hands. So, as you can see, Vader is also no slouch. Now on to category number 2, attack power and durability. This time back to Darth Vader. As far as durability goes, we know how Vader came to be, by surviving the delimification by Obi-Wan and scorched by the fires of planet Mustafar. Vader has consistently been able to tank a few lightsaber strikes due to his suit and the Force. Now as far as AP goes, Vader's Force abilities can kill a focused target from extremely vast distances and easily one-shots foes. Vader also shows the ability to one-shot foes with his lightsaber, even having enough power in his swings to outmuscle Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker. Moving on to Magneto, his durability isn't exactly proven, at least physically. He's able to withstand some nearby blasts and explosions, but it's mostly his helmet that helps Magneto withstand telepathic and psychic attacks. Magneto's AP is very impressive though, as he has a multitude of ways to effortlessly one-shot foes with his magnetic manipulation, such as using objects as projectiles or manipulating the metals in their body. He can also do this to majority of mutants as well. Going on to category number 3, combat speed. How fast can these characters be in combat? Starting back with Magneto, he has easily reacted to gunfire, stopping the bullets in midair. And on top of that, Magneto has even been shown to react to Cyclops' optic blast, which functions just like a beam of light, so that's very impressive. Now, moving on to Darth Vader. Darth Vader has displayed countless times how he can react to blaster fire coming from all different angles, all different directions. Vader can also take on several opponents attacking at once, including other Jedi, who can easily react to blaster fire as well. So, Vader is extremely fast, despite his bulky suit. On to category number 4, battle IQ, the intelligence each character has in combat. Back to Darth Vader. Vader's entire past consists of being a skilled pilot, a powerful Force user, and a trained Jedi since a child. He's even beaten Obi-Wan, Luke Skywalker. He's slain battalions of soldiers on the battlefield. He's commanded his own armies. Vader uses a heavy-handed dueling form with his saber, but often relies on his force powers and force hacks to end fights quickly and intimidate foes. Magneto, on the other hand, also shows high levels of battle IQ, conducting a group known as the Brotherhood of Mutants, going head-to-head with the X-Men. Magneto intelligently uses his powers on the battlefield, picking his opponents wisely, using his powers to counteract his foes, and he's shown this with the Sentinels, which were pretty scary. Now on to our fifth and final category, number 5, powers, hacks, abilities, and gear. So first we'll begin with Magneto. We all know Magneto's magnetic manipulation abilities, as I stated its strength before. His powers also extend to controlling electricity and machinery, although it's not used as offensively as his other power. Aside from using his magnetic manip to throw objects and manipulate anatomy, Magneto also creates a magnetic force field for defenses and can also fly at a low level speed like levitation. When it comes to gear, Magneto has his helmet, which can shield him from powerful telepathic attacks from the likes of even Xavier himself. Now moving on to Darth Vader. The dark side of the Force is Vader's main source of power. Vader uses the Force push and pull and destruction to throw, use, and destroy objects in the vicinity of the battle. He easily uses his Force abilities on every single one of his foes on screen. Vader also uses Force Choke, which plays into his fear hacks. Vader will utilize his dark power with the Force to weaken the mental fortitude of his foes, and these are the fear hacks I'm talking about. Darth Vader's gear consists of his suit, which gives him augmented senses such as seeing, hearing, and more. It allows him to take several lightsaber strikes, but if damaged enough, it affects his life support heavily. He can use the Force to continue the fight, but he's heavily weakened. Finally, Vader has his trusty lightsaber, which easily one-shots foes on a regular basis. Now that we've gone over all 5 categories for both combatants, let's see who wins more categories. Number 1, Strength. Due to the raw power of the Golden Gate Bridge feat, Magneto takes the Strength category. Number 2, Attack Power and Durability. While both combatants can one-shot foes easily, the range of attacks and the consistent durability causes me to lean towards Vader, taking AP and durability. Number 3, Combat Speed. Both combatants have faster than light reaction in battle. The consistency and the amount of times it's shown being done on screen causes me to give this one to Vader. Vader takes Combat Speed. Number 4, Battle IQ. Vader's ability to mix his force powers in with his high-level dueling is impressive, and Magneto's ability to exploit weaknesses is also advantageous. But because of Vader's heavy-handed style and sometimes his emotional instability, I give the Battle IQ to Magneto. Number 5, Powers, Hacks, Abilities, and Gear. Both combatants have some similar abilities, although from different sources of power. Both have hacks to end the fight nearly instantly. While Magneto's gear is rather simple, Vader's is versatile yet has its drawbacks. Overall, it's so incredibly close, I'm calling this category a draw. So when it comes to the category section, this battle is a draw. But what about an actual battle playing out between the two? Well, let's find out. Upon arriving to Earth for invasion purposes, Darth Vader finds himself face to face with Magneto, levitating with a shield of metal for protection. Darth Vader senses immense power from Magneto. Vader immediately resorts to using the Force, attempting to launch Magneto aside. However, Magneto is able to catch himself mid-air. Magneto closes in on Vader, launching serrated shards of metal with intent to kill. However, Vader is too quick, able to unsheath his saber and deflect every individual object. Suddenly, Magneto is blindsided by a chunk of rock. Magneto realizes he has to stay sharp against such a skilled opponent. Vader suddenly gets closer with a heavy overhand swing of his lightsaber. With less than an inch to spare, the saber illuminating Magneto's neck, he is just able to hold back the saber's metal handle. The two are at a standstill as Magneto holds back Vader's swing, but as Vader is known to do, he mixes in a force attack, launching Magneto backwards. Magneto barely manages to stand. He takes flight, knowing he has to make some distance. Vader, sensing Magneto nearby, attempts to use his fear hacks and telepathic attacks, but Magneto's helmet shields his mind. Without warning, Vader's suit malfunctions and completely shuts off thanks to Magneto's electromagnetic abilities. Realizing the tide has turned very quickly, Vader begins getting sloppy, struggling to deflect the barrage of shrapnel sent by Magneto. Now confident, Magneto closes the distance, covering himself in a suit of metal armor from nearby cars, light poles, street pipes, and more. Vader's final attempt of swinging his saber was stopped with ease as Magneto uses his power to completely disassemble the saber. Attempting to use the Force one final time, Vader is simply too weakened by the lack of gear and strength. Magneto impales Vader countless times with an assortment of objects at his disposal. Magneto wins. So there we have it, gang. I think Magneto ultimately takes this battle in an extreme difficulty fight. His durability is gonna be tested, he's gonna get banged up, but I think Vader's suit, his gear, is going to be the downfall here. I think Magneto is going to be able to use his electromagnetic abilities to turn off the suit and just end Vader with a barrage of attacks. Vader does have a really big advantage with the speed, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Now, if you agree, or even if you disagree, or if you even have a battle that you want to see, comment down below and let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Now, really quick before I wrap this up, I want to plug in my own original creation. That's right, I have my own comic book coming out at the end of this year, December 2023. It's going to be debuting my flagship character, Godman the Lifebringer, who has a video link in the description down below. Also debuting Xorg of the Komodo village of Planet Green, who also has a video link in the description below. If you guys are interested, subscribe and follow my TikTok account by the same name, FridayRandommedia. As always, I want to say thank you for tuning in. Have a great day and peace out.